So whenever you sell things like prepaid contracts, prepaid subscriptions, there's a number of things that you need to do from an accounting point of view to keep that right. We're talking about situations where you cannot recognize all that revenue straight away. And QuickBooks really doesn't have a built-in mechanism to completely deal with that. So what you end up doing as a customer is a really painful thing. You end up creating the invoice, posting the invoice immediately, but then you've got a number of follow-up transactions that have to happen to recognize that revenue correctly over the next X number of months. And how many months that is really depends on the transaction. It may be a year, it may be more, it may be less. And the rules around how you do that to stay GAAP compliant and to make sure that you've accounted for everything properly can be fairly complex. Most people, and I'm speaking from experience here, this is a problem that I experienced using QuickBooks in an environment like this where we're selling software and everything we sell has, or the majority of things have, support and maintenance contracts associated with them, and so we're dealing with this problem all the time. There are solutions out there that offer a solution to this. Typically, they do a lot more than just handling this very specific issue, and for us, it was cost prohibitive. The one that I found on the App Store cost about 100 times what QuickBooks itself costs per year to use. So there really doesn't look to be a very cost-effective solution to this around. So really what I tried to build completely from scratch over the last couple of days is a solution to that problem. What it does is it allows us to either create invoices or to scan through existing invoices in QuickBooks, identify the products that have been marked up at our end as subscription-based or deferred revenue products, and then it automatically processes them. And what it will do is it will post the transactions, the journal entries for you month by month across the period of that transaction to keep your books straight. It will also alert you to any problems that might be coming up where people may not have renewed their contracts and they've expired already. And it's going to give you a lot of reports to allow you to analyze trends. Have I got people dropping off maintenance? Have I got subscriptions that are not being renewed? Am I trending up or down? Is it flat? That sort of thing. So that's basically it. I never really got very far in terms of producing an application that I can really show you. This was a bit of an experiment in learning the APIs for me. I've not done anything in QuickBooks before. This is pretty much as far as I got in terms of the thing, but I think there's some promise there.
So you're automating unearned revenue each month?
Sorry?
You're automating unearned revenue adjustments?
Yeah, so it will automatically generate the journal entries for you month by month over the course of that transaction, so that you, by the end of that period, you've actually recognized all the revenue and moved it across from the balance sheet to the P&L correctly.
So who's the ideal user of that product? Like what type of industry are you thinking of when you design that?
Well, obviously anyone who's either buying, selling, or reselling products that have this subscription element. It could be a long-term prepaid subscription. It could be a product with a maintenance contract or some other kind of contract associated with it, where you have to be careful how you report that gain.
Like a gym membership or something like that?
Sorry?
Like a gym membership or something? Is it
yes, I guess it depends how you're allowed to recognize the revenue, but whenever you have a situation where you can't recognize all that revenue at the point when you invoice, then this would be the solution for that, so you don't have to remember to do that or build a huge Excel solution to the problem and then remember to do your journal entries at the end of every month. And of course, this way you're also getting the audit trail every month for every transaction in QuickBooks as well, because it's posting it transaction by transaction for you.